What is up, guys? Here we are at the regionals in Las Vegas. Here we have the top 32 player who decided to play Belo. And what is your name?
My name is Alonzo. I go by Atopso.
Topso. And here's his pricing to prove that he won the top 32. Nice Nami with a stamp on it. And if you are selling it, hit him up on the comment section. He'll be monitoring it. Okay, so let's check out the list real quick, and then we'll go into your matchups. Okay.
All right. So yeah. So Betty list is pretty standard.
Want to do it upside down?
I just saw the Dublin list, and then I was like, all right. I was playtesting Lucci, and I was playtesting Teach, but I felt none of them were as strong as Betty and UP, and that's what I expected the most.
Yeah, Rob Lucci actually won an event online, I believe it was.
I know, dude. That's what made me believe in Lucci,
But you tried that list, so you didn't like it.
Yeah, I saw the Dublin winner, and I was like, dude, like I saw even the Japanese championships. I was like, bro, like the tier 0 deck is getting demolished in like 10 minutes, like in Japan championships. Like,
right.
Like this is probably the move.
Yeah, I mean losing Morio was big for sure.
Yeah. So like I said, standard list.
Yeah, Belo, Karasu.
4 Betty Searcher.
Yeah.
4 Karasu blocker. Super clutch. We got 4 Limburg.
Yep.
We got the bread and butter right here, Vankov.
Vankov.
We got 4 Karasu.
Looks like you got the Olar too.
The hard carry of the deck right there, man. We got a couple 2Ks. We got Koala, cost reduction, helps you pop things, but also becomes a 6K body when you need it to be. We got 4 Kuma.
Did you trigger this a couple times?
Yeah, like it's not always the best trigger to get, but it's like when you need it, like second or first life, like dude, it's clutch. Yeah. Extra swings with Betty are always good. And then we got Big Boy Kuma. I ran it as 3. I saw some lists running 4, but just only because of the condition of having 5 or less life.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, I was like, you know what, it's not always relevant. And I don't technically need too many 2Ks, you know, like
You're trying to kill him.
Yeah, like I'm either winning or losing. I'm either winning or losing early, so we don't need. We don't need defense. I decided to go with 3 Inazuma.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, very clutch. Obviously, the rush is great, but there are moments where you just like you already buffed your board, and then you're like, dude, like. What is, like, I cannot play the Inazuma right now, or you get off a 5 cost of Vankov, and you just, or Betty, or no, the Koala SR, and you're just like, dude, like this is not what I need right now.
I see.
So yeah, very good,
But they normally play 4 copies, right, in the other list, or is
3? Yeah, 3 or 4.
I see.
Yeah, okay. Just depending on the list, but I think it's solid. Like when you need it, it's good, and I feel like the deck, it searches and gets enough like extra summoning from Koala and Vankov that like the three's good. I decided to run triple promo Saba.
Okay.
Just because depending on my matchups, I know people like to starve Betty, so I just wanted an extra target for the 5 cost of Vankov, and then 2, just another card that lets you take life in case your opponent's starving you.
Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah, because it's another thing like the Inazuma where, like, if I hit the 5 cost of Vankov or the Koala, like, I'd rather play this like 9 times out of 10 than play Inazuma or like get like little weenies.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like the promo. I struggled to find it. I had my friends from Cali bring me 3 copies. I was like, bro, please. The Friday before.
This is the promo version, right?
Yeah, from the
really nice.
I think premium collection or anniversary. But yeah, super clutch. It didn't come up too often, but I didn't. Yeah, I don't feel like I regretted having it in the deck for sure.
Sweet.
Then we got triple SR Koala. In my playtesting, I didn't use it too much, but in tournament, dude, it clutched it out.
Yeah.
There were multiple times against the UP, like there were like maybe 2 games where I went long, and they bottomed my Karasu at both games, and I was like, okay, let's play Koala, grab Karasu, play it out, and they were like, it's pretty good.
Yeah, right, you get more bodies, for sure.
Alright, and then on a similar vein, Vankov.
The other one.
Yeah, similar to Koala, I liked it a bit more than Koala in certain spots, obviously on the odd curve. And with decks that are trying to aggro you down, you don't always want to take that life.
Right.
Because sometimes you're at 2 and I'm like, do I want to go down to 1? If they arrest it, like I'm just cooked, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, Ivankov's clutch, super good. And then there was a handful of times where I hit the Sabo off of Ivankov, and that always feels really good.
Nice.
And then we got 3 stages for consistency.
Not 4, huh?
Most people were running 4, but my friends that were running 4 were also doing 4 Zeus.
Oh, right.
So they were like I need,
sense,
yeah, like if I see too many Zeus, like I need a way to pitch it, you know?
Right.
And then also like I used to play Teach, and with 4 stage, like it's really good, but also like it feels bad like getting stage off a stage.
Yeah. Oh, you can discard it, but
yeah.
still, yeah.
But yeah, with like the game plan of the deck, like I feel like there were many hands where there were some hands where I didn't even like feel like I needed to play it, you know?
Oh,
like I just saw what I needed, or like the Betty search was enough.
yeah.
But yeah, still very good.
Makes sense.
Definitely 3 or 4. I don't think badly of it. Like whatever you want to do, it's definitely preference.
Yeah, you're
on that
winning
one.
games without it. That's what you're
Yeah.
saying. Yeah. Okay.
And then we got 2 Zeus.
Okay, so explain this one. I know some lists. I mean, one list I saw online play it. So you
Yeah.
decided to copy that one, right?
Yeah, no, Zeus was like, I felt it was very polarizing when I was looking into looking at the deck and the matchups.
Right.
And then I had like 2 of my friends were like, bro, you need, like this needs to be in your deck, man. Like what are you gonna do if they play Nami blocker or just like certain, or like against Bonnie? Like sometimes, yeah, like you need that. Like Zeus helps you get the carrot clear, get the Cavendish. And funnily enough, it did come up. I think there were 2 games where I played this, and then that was it. But it won me my game against Red Green Smoker. He played the Tashigi 5-cost on curve, and he got greedy and didn't play the 3-cost Tashigi. And he just tried to go for my board.
Yeah.
And then I just dropped this, killed it, and he
yeah.
was just like, deadpan. Like I was like, damn, like.
Yeah, I didn't expect an aggro deck to snipe my cards
Yeah,
off.
and that was for sure the turning point there.
Yeah.
And then I got 2 Morley. That's probably my least favorite card in the deck, but it's a trigger.
Yeah, it's
And
good.
at
Another
the end of the
body,
day,
fine.
yeah, it's a trigger. You can play it on 3 Dawn, but if there was a better card, I think I would definitely be running it. And I don't like that it doesn't have counter.
And then Zeus also acts as a way to take life if they're starving you, right?
Correct, yeah. So
yeah,
Zeus helps starve and it's removal. So I was like, you know what? You make a good point. I'm not gonna play 4. I never felt like I needed 4.
Yeah.
You know?
Only in situations where you need it.
Absolutely.
Okay, this is all your list?
Yep. That's
Okay,
everything right
do you remember
here.
all your matchups throughout the whole day before you got to the top cut?
Yeah. Luckily, I was blessed with a really good run.
Okay.
In 10 rounds, I saw 6 UP Luffy.
Wow.
So starting off, I actually faced a local friend of mine on Peanut Butter Luffy. And dude, I felt so bad.
What's peanut butter loop?
That's purple black.
Purple black, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hit him with I had double Betty Searcher. I won the die roll. Double Betty Searcher into Ivankov Karasu.
Right.
And then 5-cost Ivankov Karasu. And then Koala into Karasu.
And then buff them all up.
Yeah. He was like, dude, the game was over in like under 10 minutes.
Yeah, they only have 4 life. It's not fair for them.
But yeah, that was round 1. Round 2, UP, like pretty self-explanatory.
Right.
Like there was no UP matchup that I struggled with, thankfully. Like all my games against UP, I had 20 minutes on the clock.
Yeah.
Like pretty standard, like Betty Searcher or a Koala on 2. I always had the Ivanka of Karasu.
Right.
And then you just swing face, pressure them, and you just don't let them play the game.
What are the other decks you played besides UP?
Yeah, so I
know you played what's that guy's name? Not Shanks. Forget his name.
Whitebeard.
Yeah.
Yeah, against John. But yeah, I'll go over that right now because my matchups are simple. So it was Peanut Butter Luffy, round 1. Round 2 and 3, UP, standard. Rush them down.
Yeah, kill.
Don't let them play the game. Round 4 was actually the Red Green Smoker.
Yes, right. That's the other deck.
Yeah. So that one, I actually had no testing against it, so I was really worried. But like I said, I got really lucky. He played like I said, he developed Toshigi, and he had a Rosinante blocker, and I believe another random blocker on board. So he got greedy with the Dawn, and he was swinging for clearing board and life, and he didn't develop a 3-cost, was it the Smoker, the one that protects it?
Right.
And so then the following turn on 7 Dawn, I played Zeus, popped the Toshigi, and then
Game over.
yeah, and then I played the 5-cost of Ankov, and then just developed to Karasu, and he followed up with an 8-cost Kid the following turn, but luckily the Karasu and like 4 bodies on board were enough to swing over him.
Okay.
Yeah, he had maybe like 8 cards in hand, but he was bricked up. And once I cleared the Kid, he went for Hody, and he
to rest your guy.
Like, yeah, seeing the position he was in, he just had to go for game. Yeah. But luckily, I just had I think I had 2 2Ks in hand, so
that's where they come in.
I was chilling, yeah. Like this for sure won me the game though. If he had one more swing, then I would have lost.
Yeah.
Round 5, I actually played against Kuro TCG, who took the event.
Oh, you knocked him out? Oh no, it was in Swiss.
No, he cooked me, bro.
Yeah. Because he was 10-0, if I remember
correct.
correctly.
Yeah, he was my first loss, round 5. The game it was pretty close actually, but he searched 2 giants early, and he saw the 3rd giant off the top when he was countering out. Bro, he had 0 blockers, 1 life, and I swung I think 10, 10, 12, and he had the counter. I was like, it's pretty good.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. And I can't complain. Man's carried me into top 32.
Yeah, he did.
Good tiebreaker. Round 6 and 7 was UP again. Same thing. Nothing. Unfortunately, I didn't struggle, so nothing to talk about there.
Right.
And then round 8, I played against John, JCM, into his Whitebeard. Typically, that's supposed to be a winning matchup for me, but he around I think turn 3, I just swung for the fences, and he took all his life.
Oh my gosh.
And on his turn, he swung. He had I believe he developed, was it a Ezo? Yeah, the 5-cost 7K.
Uh-huh.
And he swung Ezo and swung lead, and he dropped 3 chopper blocker and a Shirai.
No. Blockers for days.
Yeah. So so just a battle back and forth. That was the only that Ezo was the only body he saw that wasn't a blocker.
I see.
So yeah, we just went back and forth, and then on the last turn, he had a rad beam. He had double rad beam, and then he luckily had enough blockers where he didn't need to. He didn't need to sack it at the end, and that was like the one swing he needed. He hit me, I think 1 or 0 in hand, and he hit me 5K with the fucking chopper blocker.
And that was that.
Yeah.
So it's usually an easy matchup for you, but
it's supposed to be winning. I even hit 2 Karasu blocker off live, but he had I wasn't able to kill him, and then he top decked a mole pistol.
Yeah.
So he was able to clear the blocker, and then I had, I think, 2 bricks in life, and I was like,
he solos that deck,
that's
so
pretty good. No, dude, he's a freaking goat.
Yeah, he's a goat, yeah, for sure.
But yeah, both him and Kuro TCG were cracked tiebreakers, though. He lost round 1 and proceeded to not drop any more games after that.
That's great.
Insane.
Yeah. Okay, and then round 9 and 10.
Yeah, so round 9, I was X2, kind of stressing, but the RNG gods blessed me with another UP matchup.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
People love that deck.
Bro, I know. 6 out of 10, dude.
Yeah.
Crazy. And that one was actually the quickest UP matchup. I had 23 minutes left on the clock when I got up. But yeah, I felt bad, but I was like,
you did what
it made me feel really good.
Yep.
And then my last matchup was at Bonnie.
Okay.
Which, dude, I saw the Bonnie lead, had my heart drop, man. I was like,
yeah, you're scared, right?
Yeah, I was
rest your guy.
I tested him against my friend. I only beat him like once out of like 4 or 5 games. And I was like, yeah. In my head, I was like, X3 is pretty good.
Oh no.
I was like, top 64 is nice.
But they got you on.
But yeah, he committed the ultimate sin, man.
Which is tapping out and.
Nah, not even tapping out. I forgot what he developed on. Oh yeah, he developed a Kid and Killer, the 2-cost on 3 Dawn. Luckily I had won the die roll there, and he left 1 Dawn up, and he swung, and my first life was a Limburg trigger.
Oh no.
And dude, from there, like the match like just flipped.
Yeah, right, exactly. Triggers do that.
Yeah, so I was able to, I believe it was Limburg, and then I developed I had a Ivankov Karasu.
Yeah.
So I was able to develop both of them and kill the Kid and Killer on my swing with the Limburg.
Right.
And then at that point he was just on defense. Like on his 5-don turn, he played a Pedro. He did a 5K swing at my Limburg, and I just 1K'd out.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is, and he was just like, dude, he was hating it. But yeah, so after that, I popped the Pedro, he popped my Karasu. So I believe I played a Koala to reduce, and then I just popped him with Limburg because I figured I'd rather negate the free block. But he was able to rest and kill my Karasu, which didn't matter. Like at that point, like I just had so much pressure on board.
Okay.
And then I believe he played, I think he played like a Carrot on the 7-don turn, but like, dude, it was over, man.
Yeah.
I had him at like 1 life, and all he had was a Carrot on board and 1 don. And I saw another, I triple Karasu'd him, and like that was it.
All right, and then we got to the finals. Did your amazing tiebreakers, JCM and Mr. Kuro TCG, and then you play against P. Luffy. So what happened there? It was a BO3.
Yeah, so yeah, thankfully with my tiebreakers, I made it 15th overall in Swiss, and that got me paired up into Pluffy, which I thought was going to be pretty chill. But Pluffy, I believe, felt way harder than even GP and UP.
Is that right? Okay.
Yeah, because every time, even on 2 or 1 Don, whatever curve I started with, they just had it, bro. They just had the ability to ramp to 7, and then every time I played a Karasu, they just rested with Sanji, swing, and I was like, that's pretty good.
Yeah, they're really good at board control,
yeah.
Especially since the leader ramps itself. So
yeah, so the matchup was pretty unfortunate. Like,
okay,
I saw the Karasu, but he had the Sanjis. Then he ended up playing another Sanji, and I was like, okay, that's
yeah, you can't win.
So then the second game, I took the even curve again. That time, I saw the same thing, but I was able to actually get a double Karasu on board on my 8-don turn, and I was swinging that 3K lead, but Mans had a giant. He had a Nami blocker he developed, and he happened to have, I believe he had like 4 or 5 2Ks in hand.
Yeah, he had too many things to counter out of
yeah,
here.
I swung, I believe, it was a 7, and then like 8, 8, 9, 9, and I was like, if he got it, he's got it, and he did. So
Yeah.
I can't be mad. Like, still really happy with how I did.
Okay.
And this is only my second offline regional. So
yeah, I mean, congratulations on that.
Pretty happy,
for
bro.
sure. Yeah. Are we going to see you play a different deck in the future, or is Belo going to be your main for a while? Especially, was it OP-12 coming up?
Considering UP is still an OP-12, I might just stick with this. Like, there's no, like it treated me well. I can't complain.
Any changes you would make going forward, or are you going to still play nearly the same exact list?
That is a good question, man. I don't know if Zeus is still relevant
in OP-12
in future meta, so I'll probably mess around with that.
Yeah.
But other than that, like, I'm pretty happy. Maybe 1 less salvo on the off chance, but the only thing I don't like is this, but I feel like it's kind of necessary. At least like 2 or 3.
He's a body for sure.
Yeah. But other than that, bro, yeah.
Alonzo, it was nice having you on the channel for the first time, and hopefully you'll do well in the future.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Thank you for having me.
Take care.